Sup, Rotten? As promised, here's another episode of Roasting Home Screens featuring yours truly. This one took longer to get out. My bad. So, I get comments and tweets all the time talking about, oh, I hope my home screen gets picked. Why haven't you picked my home screen? It's because there's so many. There was at least 400 last time I checked, which is crazy. I can't realistically get all of you in this video, but if this video does well enough, we'll keep doing more. So get subscribed if you haven't already. Also, tier subscribers on my Patreon will get a guaranteed spot in future videos as a bonus. Now, let's grade some home screens. Been rocking old Windows 95 icons for my past two phones now. They used to match with an old school background, but I got an art piece commissioned for a long distance close friend, and a while back, hence the second clock to match your time zone. As for the second page, there were some smaller apps I very rarely use and just never got the energy to fix them up. A world where two furries aren't cuddling under the aurora borealis is a world I don't want to live in. I'll say this, I do like the first page being aesthetically consistent with the Windows 95 icons, but I have no idea what some of them mean. I see multiple music and film icons too. I get that you probably know what these are. It's not clear to me or the audience at all. What does this icon mean? Does furries still communicate via fax? I don't know. The colors of the icon and the background clash a lot, so I think blurring the background a bit can make the app stand out more for easier readability. Also, adding some structure around the placements of your apps can help too. The second page though, why? You guys have to stop half-assing your home screen aesthetics. It's making you look bad. Either stay consistent or clean it up by throwing it in whatever version of the app drawer Samsung has. Don't know whether to give points or take away points for the lack of battery being shown. You live life way too dangerously. D+. I mean, I used to have this theme before I drove my phone in the pool. Well, you should have kept it in there because this whole screen is straight up ugly. Like, I see what you were trying to do with the vintage Macintosh aesthetic, but not only do I feel like it's not good to look at, it's also not consistent the entire way through. The widgets, YouTube and Lumina apps are breaking the immersion. I will give you points though for the attention to detail with the separate windows and the little stats showing battery level and whatnot, but it just doesn't quite cut it for me. My question to y'all is, why go out your way to build an aesthetic, especially retro, and half-ass it? This is like me making a peanut butter jelly sandwich and I can't bother finding the jelly, so I use like mayonnaise or something. It's terrible. Also, there's a lot better retro aesthetics out there. Pick something else. D. iPhone. Mostly widgets and shortcuts. I use the app library most of the time. MacBook. Widgets on the desktop with two folders and some hidden files I never actually use, but I'm too lazy to get rid of them. iPad. It's horrible. But don't blame me. This is the iPad from my school and they don't allow us to change the home screen. The dock is also empty. Only recently used app is allowed to be displayed there. Okay, let's see. Overall, F. See? The amount of time I took to review this is the amount of time you take it to customize these home screens. If you couldn't customize the iPad one, then why send it? It's just going to affect your grade. Also, get rid of the gold icons in the iPhone, man. It doesn't look good with that wallpaper. But do you know what gold could look good on? Custom wallpapers made by yours truly. That's right, when you subscribe to my Rotten Pro tier on Patreon, on top of getting a custom drawing along with me saying your name at the end of videos, you also get a free wallpaper pack every month by yours truly. This one is called Rotten Apple Tries a Vision Pro. So join a tier today for behind the scenes stuff, early ad-free access to videos, and priority to get your home screen rated in future videos. Quite the deal if you ask me. Now back to the roast. Okay, this is what I do this for. The lock screen and the home screen embraces continuity with the environment of the home screen wallpaper being what is revealed behind the mountains of the lock screen wallpaper. It's chef's kiss. My only nitpick would be making the icons on your home screen white for easier readability and to match the dock icon color as well. I acknowledge your use of the app drawer and I praise your self-awareness to take a simpler approach to your iPhone. Opening your device and not being immediately overwhelmed by a bunch of clutter does the mind good. Great job. A. My phone home screen is the best. Don't get me wrong, I see the vision, but best home screen? Let's not lie to ourselves, okay? I will say this, your home screen is not offensive at all. You have nice structure and everything listed here you seem to use, which is cool. The main thing holding it back from its true potential are the colors. Having a myriad of bold blue apps sitting on top of a pastel pink wallpaper just doesn't look good. I would recommend making the blue lighter to potentially match the weather widget. I think that'll look better. Other than that, no real complaints here. It's just not a good mix of colors. B-. Neat and tidy. Neat and tidy? You mean with those too many folders that are not even all together and those notifications galore? Now I gotta deduct points for the cap. Having your widgets sit on the bottom of your home screen is a style, I guess, but do you really need to have all those apps sitting on your home screen like that? Y'all know what I'm about to say, right? Use the app drawer. Your wallpaper is whatever, but I do have a better wallpaper you can use. And how I feel about this home screen is exactly how the Duolingo bird feels right now. Look at him. This is how I feel. I am unimpressed. Also, why is there an invisible app right under it? C-. Go ahead and roast me. Roast you will do.
You never see it coming.
You're right, because I literally can't see. Too many bold colors clashing. I like the Persona series myself, but it's making everything 10 times worse. Either blur out the wallpaper or change it. I can never understand how people can operate their phone looking like this without squinting all the time. I feel like I'm being flashbanged.
You never see it coming.
Also, a Facebook widget is crazy, but the Facebook app right under it is even crazier. Way too many pages, man. No organization, and the cherry on top is that you didn't even bother to swipe away the previous screenshots before screenshotting again. Never in my months of grading did I see such disrespect. F+, and the plus is for Persona. I wanted to have a minimalistic home screen with a calm, naturey atmosphere. Yo, what is this layout? People claim that Android is better, and then they show me this. Your home screen looks like an encyclopedia. The wallpaper is cool though, but the layout just looks awkward. How does one realistically navigate through a phone like this? I'm genuinely curious. And why do you have the time show twice? C, I guess. iPad 2 from 2011. Yeah, quite old. I'm obsessed with optimization, and that's why the wallpapers and the apps, I don't know, I put them in a way that I like. I don't care if it's weird. Hey man, ain't knocking you for using an old iPad. We respect old and even respect unusual tech over here. And hey, I know an iPad this old probably doesn't support an app drawer, so you gotta lay it out how you can, sure. But I draw the line at the wallpaper, man. What is this? It looks soulless. I know we don't get dark mode until like iOS 13, but the light mode aesthetic with the dark mode background just doesn't look good. I can tell there is thought put into the layout, but you gotta kill those notifications. Also, get a better wallpaper. Let me know if I should make landscape wallpapers as well, because I'll do it. I'll help you guys out. I'll do it. Okay, page 1, essentials. An overview from calendar to weather and often used apps. Page 2, health. An overview over fitness, screen time, and sleep. Together with the often used apps for health. Yo, you spelled health wrong twice? I can't save you now. I can't save you now. Page 3, combo. Top widget is an easy access to Firefox. Never use it though. The other widget is maps and weather. The apps are bunched together and simulate the app library. 3 often used apps, the rest in the folder. From left top to bottom right, finances, maps, etc. and office related. Page 4, other. Other apps used for relaxing or other things, and apps infrequently used. Page 5, games. Pretty self-explanatory. Okay. Now I want everyone to say it with me, because you know what I'm about to say, right? Use the app drawer. Are y'all allergic to it? Is that the problem? What's going on? I can appreciate the thought put behind your page layouts, but even you admit that there are things that aren't being used. Sometimes you gotta ask yourself when looking at your home screen, do I use this? No? Then why am I looking at it? If there are apps and widgets you don't use, delete them. And if there are apps that you use on occasion, but not often enough to be in your face all the time, you just hold the app, tap, remove app, and then tap, remove from home screen. And then it goes into the app drawer. You just scroll all the way to the right. It's very useful. I will give you points for thoughtfulness and layout. The wallpaper doesn't clash with the apps, which is good. However, too many pages and too many unnecessary apps clouding up your home screen and storage. Also, folders in your app is a cardinal sin. Get rid of that. Overall, not as mad at this than I thought I would be. C. It's supposed to be Mac OS 10 themed. QuickTime is the YouTube app. Finder is files, date and time is clock, preferences is the settings app, iTunes is music, and the 3 dock apps are messages, mail, and Safari. Okay, This is the first retro-looking themed home screen that I actually like through and through this episode. All of the apps are on theme, and you even got the widgets to play along too. The aesthetic is themed after macOS Jaguar, I believe, and I gotta say, it looks surprisingly good in vertical form. My only nitpick here is somehow making the red circle not cut off from the widget's rounded corners. Maybe like push them in a little bit more. But other than that, no complaints. As a fellow macOS enthusiast, I'm impressed. I'm a goth, and I have all the basic stuff I need on my home screen, but still maintain some personality, you know? Hey, there's nothing wrong with being a goth. Who doesn't love Itachi? I know you're on an iPhone SE, so space is limited, which is why I especially aren't a fan of your entire home screen being occupied by widgets. But you do you, I guess. Besides the weather widget though, everything is pretty much on theme, including the Duolingo widget, which I'm like especially impressed by. That bird gotta be a paid actor. See, now it's time for the detention center, where people who submitted without following the rules get their own section. Get a load of these clowns, everyone. Hamster, with a lot of editing stuff on it. Now, I don't know if this was a mistake, considering that this was the only thing submitted, but does this look like an M1 MacBook Pro to you? I need to know the thought process behind this. I have so many questions. Either way, thanks though, I hate it. I don't know what to put here, but since I don't have an iPhone yet, just do my dock, I guess. Great. Another incomplete MacBook. You know you can show me your MacBook desktop too, right? It's okay if you don't have an iPhone. Just whatever phone you have. I just roast home screens. I don't discriminate. And any submission is better than this. Like, how do you expect me to rate this? Oh, I know. F. Cristiano Ronaldo. Yes, that is Cristiano Ronaldo. I see it. Very lovely. Okay, now y'all just show me what you're having for dinner, man. I'm done. Banned. Banned. You're all banned. And that's a wrap for now. Would you like these videos to come out more frequently? Let me know in the comments. Thank you to Vasco for being my Rotten Pro tier subscriber. If you want to support an independent creator further and get cool perks like early ad-free access to videos, free monthly wallpaper packs, and your very own custom art drawn, subscribe to the Patreon. Or you can just get me a coffee in the link below. Thanks for watching. And if you want to see more of me, you know what to do. Sorry if my voice sounded a little stuffy in the video. You know, spring is coming up and that means dreaded allergies. I wonder if Spotify will still let me keep my AI DJ job. Fingers crossed.